Oh, Henry. His Royal Highness, Sir Henry H. Higginbottom, Senior Junior, Esquire, the Third, with extra cheese and mayonnaise. Isn't that right? Yeah, dogga bogga, dogga bogga. So here's one end of the fence. So I attached that board to the fence permanently, kind of, and now I could just attach it to the wall with a couple screws. And if I want to take it off, it's just those two screws. So that's pretty sweet. And then we'll look at some more of it. There's the chicken wire skirt. It's hard to see, but it goes a foot to the inside of the fence. So if he tries to dig, he will have to back up a foot and then start his digging. And then I use stakes to hold the chicken wire down. And then at each corner, I put in a T-post, obviously, and then I just made a board with some hooks on it so I could wire it to the T-post. I didn't want to try and go around the T-post because I want to be able to tension it, so you can just tighten the wires more if you want to pull on the wood boards there. Keep going around. Do the same thing on this corner. So now you can tighten it pretty good. And here's the inside of the gate. I finally got it where the good looking side is on the outside. Let's see, here's the doggy door. He's gone in and out at least 20 times and he does not understand how to use it. I think he's a rescue dog. He's the world's dumbest yet most loved dog. Alright, here's the gate in all its finished glory. This end of the fence has another wood post thing. I took a brass ring. That's how you kind of attach it on one end. So you use this part as the handle. You go down into a pipe and you turn the handle over this direction. And you put the brass ring on it. It's a lot easier when you have two hands free. Alright, I got these segments of fence that I want to stick together. Here's the seam. I'm overlapping them by a square. And then kind of twisting the ends. Some look better than others. I was doing it with these linesman's pliers. It's not that easy. I'm sure if I went on YouTube, there's a better tool than what I made, but I just took a piece of rebar and drilled a hole in it. One thing that's critical is it has to be able to, it can't be too long. It has to be able to go, there we go, around each wire. I'll show you how it works. Alright, here's the seam. Missed that one. I think that's pretty good though. I'm happy. I want to mention something about making a fence, something that I think I did wrong for 40 years until I learned it, but when you unroll the fence, it kind of has a natural bend to it. And a lot of times you're like, well, I'll just put it on my posts according to that natural bend. But what you get is the corners look like crap. So what you want to do is you want to go against its bend. Now, in between, you're going to you get a little bend this way or you get a little bend this way. That's fine. But what happens is you get nice clean corners when you basically force it against its will to go around each 90, and it looks a lot cleaner. So I don't know if my little doggo is a digger, but I don't know, I want to be adding fencing stuff low on the ground, just it's not good for your back and your knees and etc. So I got this one kind of nice thick fencing, and then I got some chicken wire, and I'm going to try and do a foot of chicken wire coming to the inside of the fence. That way he would have to really start digging a long ways away. Usually they can't figure it out. It's basically the opposite of what you do for a chicken coop. And I'm going to try and thread a wire through this whole thing, make it all at once. All right, so the one end of the fence that's going against the wall, I attached the fence to a board, and then I pre-drilled the board. So instead of having to like attach it somehow over there, it'd just be a few screws to attach the board, and like you don't like it, a few screws to take the board off. And I used electrician staples to hold it on there. I made a threshold for the dog gate. Just took a piece of wood, and then I used my torch to heat the end of the rebar to make it a little bit bigger. So basically these little stakes won't be able to go through the wood, and then those will hold down the threshold. I don't want the gate just on top of some dirt or some gravel or whatever. I want a more clean connection at the bottom of the gate. Hopefully this will provide it. Alright, so this is the cat door. You can see right there. And there's this ramp. It's old. Worked fine for the cats, but he's afraid of the ramp, so we're gonna have to put in something else. Like you can put a hot dog at the top of that thing, and he'll like try and jump up and get it without stepping on the ramp. All right, I put some wood on it, 3 different directions. It took it from like something that was flopping around like crazy to, it made it very rigid. I mean, you could put 4 sides, you could put it diagonal, make it even stronger. It was flopping around like I was trying to think of what AVE would say. It was flopping around like a tuna on a tuna boat. And I was like, why has it got to be tuna? So it was flopping around like a trout on a trout boat. You have to push them. There you go. Okay, now let's go back the other way. Let's go the other way. Get over here. Let's go the other way. Woo! Let's just do it over and over 5 times. Okay, so this is my 5th time. This is my 5th time redoing this gate, and I think I understand what I have to do now. The hinge has to be on the front part, and the handle thing has to be on the front part. So I got to take it all apart and do that. So I tried to put the hinges on this gate 5 different ways. They never worked. And I feel kind of silly, but basically what you have to do is you just have to exactly match how a hinge in your house is on a door in your house. Duh. You try and do it some other way, just funny things happen. You're looking at the backside when you don't want to. It's upside down. It's hitting the wall. It won't open all the way. So just match the door of your house. I'm sure. I don't know. That's a good question. Is this news to anyone? I guess it's news to me. Alright, here's the back side of the gate. I don't think these wires will be catching on stuff. Bend over the end so it's rounded off. That helps. The hinge situation. Looking alright. Alright, Henry. Here we go. Attempt number 7.